ready for some driving school stuff. Sit here on the multiplayer thing, wait for a few guys to join. Just going to run through early apexes and late apexes, and then like correct apexes. Doing Laguna Seca because it's coming up in a couple of series that we're running, so we want to run it for that, and it's a track that's got some different variations in turns, like technically turn 2 there, you can take it quite a few different ways. Let's look at the replay. So turn 1's technically a little kink after the start finish line. Dang it, I don't know why I did that. I don't want it to toggle. And then so turn 2 is the bottom left corner of that picture. You can take that early, you can take it late. It gives you different runs in and out of the corner. So, dang it, I keep hitting the analog stick and not the joystick. There's some other corners through the first half there that, depending if you're side by side with somebody, you might actually be stuck off the actual apex and cause yourself some issues. Let's see real quick if there's anybody on yet. Cole's doing something else. Is Trigger on? Trigger's on. He was one of the ones that I was supposed to be bringing. So let's grab Trigger. Other guys are on, but they're doing other stuff. Maybe I can grab Cole if nobody else shows up soon. Just to have a couple of extra cars. See here real quick who jumps in, and we can get some other peoples. Oh, Bodacious is hopping on, so there we go, we'll have a couple guys. There's Trigger. Set this up something here. Not much. Let's see. Bodacious said he's logging online. Yeah, I've posted. Didn't expect a lot of people to pop in. Cosmetic is fine. I don't need to really worry about much else. Drift points just needs to be taken off. Grab it, make sure it sticks at A class. Let's see real quick. Let's see if we can grab. Anyone else jumped in? I think Bondacious. Yeah, there's Bone. We'll throw one to Cole since he's online. Yeah, that's the whole thing about the school thing. Nice. It's all about just finding something you feel comfortable in driving with the school stuff. Nice. Oh, gotcha. That's kind of annoying to swap races every week. Makes sense. Yeah, that's... Jeez. Yeah, exactly. I like having like 1 or 2 nights to race and practice and do all that. I get... Dang. Yeah. Let's... Thinking about doing meetup, but yeah, I think meetup probably be the easiest. That way if someone else joins in, they can just hop in and do all that. Um... There goes Discord. Oh, that's you saying I'm online. Gotcha. I see that. I feel out of place now. Bye, Cole. Let's see, Cole. Let's see if we get Cole in. Bodacious in here. Can you hear us now, Cole? Alright. How you doing, Cole? Can you hear us now? Take that as a no. Wild man. Sending me messages, okay. Cole said reset. Okay, that's fine, Cole. Throw one to Wild Man real quick and see. And then I'll throw one more invite to Mr. Bodacious there. Then we'll try to get started. Shouldn't be too much. We're just gonna really just focus on doing the Apex drills. I think this track would be. I haven't ran Apex drills here, but I feel like it's pretty good practice early and late Apexing on. Speedy! I didn't even see you sneak online. I'll send you a hopper invite if you're not already here. Oh, you're already connected. Yep. Cole's resetting. He said he'd be back. Well, he didn't say he was going to be back, but he messaged me through Xbox chat that he was going to be back. And then Bodacious is supposed to be showing up, but I think we can start. I've got it set to meet up, so like those guys could just jump in and or. Okay, so you want me to run some? Okay, I can run it as. I can run it as laps. Do say like. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put compare best lap scores on, and then just restrict it to. No, you don't have to do any. Just pick an A class. I guess we'll just do like 5 for right this minute, and then maybe Cole will be back by the time we're done with that, and then we can run like a longer one, and just do some. The first lap just kind of warm up, then do like 2 laps of early apexing, and then like 2 laps of late apexes, and just see how your car does through there. I could also ghost the cars. You don't have to worry about the other drivers. Or, better yet. Yeah, I was thinking maybe do a little roll-off delay, so that way there's a little spacing. Just apexing, the apexes around the corners. Pretty much, yeah. Just. Yeah. Let's see if Cole's on real quick. Mhm. Could do that too. It don't matter. Like, see if Cole's coming back. Made it back into the game yet? Yeah, there he is. Yeah. Hey, Cole. Yep. No. Yeah, I love how you only have one day setting and then it's like we'll just do sunset 'cause that's when they race. TVR, just gonna pick that. Some mean looking cars out there. For Julia. That's a nice one. Let's see if that gets Cole.
Let's try that too. Just having trouble getting in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just looking, so interesting. Trigger Story's got a wolf, a black wolf for his logo, and Wildman's got Scar from the Lion King right now. I think we have an animal theme going on.
Oh lord.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's a badass wolf, dude. I love the way those black wolves look with those yellow eyes. And... Oh, did you watch the one on Yellowstone?
Nice.
Yeah, the one where they changed the rivers. That's a really good one. So the premise of it is that once they reintroduced the Yellowstone wolf, what happened is the rivers all changed their route to their ancient roots, because what had happened is the apex predator was gone, right? So all the grazing animals are just cutting and mowing down everything. So it literally changed the path of the rivers, because the rivers would break the banks and stuff because there's no foliage to hold it back. So when the wolves came back, it totally they started putting herds in check. So it started making the ancient rivers, the path of least resistance, stuff like that, go back to, with foliage, obviously. But it was very interesting. Oh yeah, one little thing.
That's crazy.
So they're seeing it. They're seeing it with in the ocean with krill and stuff.
Makes sense. Cole, you still there, bud?
I need some party. Was he in the party?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the party.
2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll just run one here real quick.
Oh, you guys said the 5 left, yeah.
I'm just waiting for everyone to grab a car real quick. Bodacious. Why is he not in the party?
You might need this first one. You might need this first one anyways to just get used to the car again, probably.
True. I did redo this car a little bit earlier and just tuned it for high downforce.
Mm-hmm.
Since I knew we were gonna run here, there's no point in speed. I just built it to be comfortable.
Yeah, why is Bodacious not in here?
think this is a very good trick though to do like to show like what different types of apex can do. That whole first section you can do multiple different lines. Really affects how your laps are. This corner, not so much, just pretty much one line right there.
Yeah, I have no downforce on this car. I need to put them on.
Ooh, trigger.
Okay, BMW. Who's in the BMW?
Yeah, he did. That's bundacious. It's pulling over, speeding, changing.
This one you can treat as double apex, or you can do it as one smooth apex.
Yeah, exactly.
In real life, I took a single apex and just kept it really tight around that. And if you look at my video when I'm messing with that Honda S2000 in my Corolla, because I took such a tight line.
So you just so in single apex there you would hug the inside corner on the first part, and then you kind of diamond the corner, right?
No, you don't. It's not like you come out. I have to show you like because we were trying multiple lines. My buddy that was in a Kia Rio, Beachback Kia Rio, we're trying multiple lines through that, and we found that the fastest one was to just keep a real tight apex. And it wasn't the block or anything like that. I guess if you traditionally think about it, it would be a blocking move more than anything.
Yeah.
To try to keep somebody from on your outside and make them go along the way around. But it ended up being the fastest universally with both of our cars. So actually all three of us, so we had a buddy in a spec me out too. So, but that you're right, that corner is very interesting. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can do a single apex and then come for late apex on the second one, and just get the drive out of the corner. So it depends on what's happening on race stuff before, but. Because I think that's what a lot of people try to do in that corner, is they try to just go swing really wide out and then do a late apex on the second apex.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Do a really wide first section, kind of have the apex more in the middle of the two corners. There.
And turn 6 right there, going up the hill, that left-hander you're talking about. Some people would put the sausage in between the car. It's risky because I hit that sausage with my car and I thought it broke my suspension.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would feel more safe just leaving it to the one side.
It's enormous. I mean, in the game, it's even pretty big when you jump it. Yeah, we're kind of way up here. For the last stop, we could slow it down and just do some slow apexing too.
Yeah, I'll slow it down as we get down the top of the carousel there, or as we come out of the carousel. Man, that would be risky to put your car around that sausage curve there.
Yeah, try it. Oh, actually, it's not a very bad. There's actually a really big tree that you aim for. You're coming down the corkscrew.
Uh-oh.
If I was in another game, I'd be flashing my lights at you guys.
I see you back there, driving slow.
That's one of my favorite things to do in Gran Turismo Sport, by the way, if I'm driving with people. I don't know why it's so much fun.
Yeah. Get up on them and just flash at them.
What are you gonna go, like 100?
I'm just going like 70 right now. But I can pick it up to like 80. I'm 80 there. Almost like a pace lap. I don't like that corner trying to grab the sausage.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess at a faster speed it'd probably be easier to control.
Yeah.
Not bad first little run there. I think Pole's X won't shine on again.
No, no.
I haven't heard him in a minute. Oh, there he is.
Me too. Alright, change it down for. Well, and you know what we should do, Zavarius, is we should jump in like a spec-tuned car that all of us are in, like a Miata or something like that.
Yeah, if you want to.
Just to keep the speeds and relative and... You get a paint job for everything.
What do you not have a paint job for?
Yeah, just choose something. No, geez. That's a lot of paint jobs.
Well, if you want to just jump in the Ferrari.
Okay.
Not sure what I had done for that. 360 Trolley.
What year is that?
2012,
20.
I believe.
What?
2003. Whoa,
2003.
I was off by 9 years.
Yeah. It's a little different.
It's a little different. What was
Yeah,
that
let's
doing?
grab your tune.
Yeah, I just uploaded it, so it should show.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Probably won't.
2003 360
Three,
straight alley.
two. Yeah, I'll reload my two. Yeah, it's a good little silica.
School.
Oh, gotcha. School. Yeah, I didn't feel like trying to whiz back and forth across the keyboard. So K's right by O, which is by L.
Yeah,
So
right.
school with a K.
You're so old school. Spell it that way.
Yeah, I just
We're
put
just
one up. You can grab it off of my car.
we're just uploading Severus's tune. I just wish I had a different color,
It's just
because it looks like everybody's got a red one. Oh, there's yellow. And most
Mhm.
people are red.
Yep, I did mine in yellow because usually everyone just buys it and just grabs whatever the first color is.
Yeah, hang on. Just for
It's-
visual
oh,
purposes.
oh, Bondacious did the same thing. He's like, I'm just gonna grab another color.
Gotta go some kind of color.
It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink real quick while we set that up. It's literally a bass tune where I did 2 laps and said, yeah, that's good enough.
That's perfect.
But I mean, it's got high downforce, so it's not too bad. Tab on charge. Oh yeah, it's got full highest error we could get. Invite the party back. Whenever you guys are done changing colors.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't kick me. I'm the only one sitting in the lobby currently. Oh, nope. There's Bondacious. Perfect. Watch, 3 of you picked the same color anyway.
Nope.
Nope.
Not gonna happen.
Bondacious got some funky wheels. That's a color, Speedy.
Yeah.
Like Cole's color.
I can't. It's still loading. God, take forever to load. Why don't you?
Wild Man's got like a white prismatic. Yeah, I just got my referee gear on.
And you're a woman. Yeah, it's sex change too.
Yup. Ooh. There we go.
Oh, let's see what you got.
So Cole might finish loading in.
There
Oh,
you
there
go.
it goes. Am I doing anything different than last time, Speedy, or?
What do you think? I mean, what? So what do you want to focus on? So who made the driver request? Is that Bondacious?
Well, Trigger was talking about it with me a while back, and I can't remember exactly what we were discussing, but I figured, last night he was talking about passing, like he was racing with Wildman and Yankee, and he got like sidetracked, I would guess. He got like sidetracked. Racing side by side. Yeah.
Okay, so you got caught on the outside of a corner.
Yeah. Just like slightly offline.
So what I would say. Right. Well, so I'll tell you a couple things that I'm immediately thinking of right now is what drills will help you. So 2 wide drills will help you. So if we all,
Yep.
like I said, pair up into twos, and let's say the first lap, if I'm with Cole, let's say I'm on the left side, Cole's on the right side for the first lap. After that, we cross start finish, we switch. Cole goes to the left, I go to the right, and we practice staying and modulating because the biggest issue you have is that you are thrust offline, right? And the game does recognize when there's less grip, right? That's one thing that the Forza track does do. And just like in real life, when you get
Yeah.
the marbles, the car wants to keep going. You know, there's dust out there, there's marbles out there, and your tires have less grip. And it's not the optimal race line, it's not rubbered in. So when you get on those outside lines, you have to change your braking points, you have to change your turn-in points. They're all relatively different now based on a car being next to you. So and it's hard because you can't turn in where you want to. Otherwise, if you turn in, you're going to turn. If you're on the outside, you're going to turn into the car, right? And then all of a sudden, they're going to go right. So it's a delicate balance. So if you watch any pro race or any Forza RC stuff or Gran Turismo Sports stuff, anything like that, you'll notice that the real top tier drivers really pick and choose their times to pass. So they could probably pass, and you're thinking like as a spectator, you're thinking, oh, they could have passed like 3 turns ago. Why didn't they do that? Because it wasn't the optimal pace. And the other thing too is one thing I do is I watch people for the first like lap or two to see where I'm strong and where they're weak, and I analyze their driving and my driving. Because you do have to get in the swing of things. It depends on the day. You feel good that day. You don't feel good. Whatever's going on. There's other factors too, but you'll notice where you're strong and where they're weak. And sometimes they totally align. So let's say in turn one, I'm real strong in turn one, and they're weak. Perfect. That's a perfect opportunity to pass somebody right there, as long as they're not defending. So let's try 2 wide drills.
Just
You want to work
whoever's
with?
next to each other.
Well, yeah, I guess we could always do that, yeah. And just, so after each lap, you switch back and forth. So maybe let's do, if you're on the left side, stay on the left for the whole track and try to stay side by side and try to give the person room and not run off course, obviously. If your partner does run off course, just slow down and wait for him and let's line back up. And then switch for lap 2. Let's do it back and forth each time. And then maybe the last lap on lap 5. So we'll do that twice. Go left twice and right twice. And then the last lap, do single file. And then what we do is we call leapfrog. There's another one. So the last lap, let's do leapfrog. Yeah. So last lap, if I'm in front and Trigger, let's say you're behind me, turn 1, I'm going to take turn 1 like normal. And then on the outside, maybe I'll cut the line a little short and you pass on the outside for turn 2. So we're passing each other in each corner. Every other corner. Does that make sense? So if I pass you in turn 1, you pass me in turn 2. And then I pass you in turn 3, you pass me in turn 4. So so don't defend obviously into those corners if you're going to get past. Just leave it open, and maybe turn in late. Have a late apex and let the driver turn on take the apex.
Sounds.
Does that sound good? Okay.
That works. Broccoli. More drivey, less talky. I love Cole.
Now we got a game plan, Cole. You know what you're doing, Cole? I don't think you know what you're doing, Cole.
Alright, so I got Wild Man.
Okay, hang on. What do I got next to me?
Alright. Let's get up to like 60, I think.
Okay, main bodacious then. Yeah, we're just looking for... Yeah, if you try to keep it like 80 to 100 miles an hour, we'll have to see what these cars are capable of.
My bad. There's that offline stuff.
Yeah, and hopefully you can dial up the speed a little bit and kind of go full throttle on all of these. All right, Bundacious, I'll drop behind. You go ahead on the left.
So I'm gonna jump over. Nice.
So now as you get better and as you get more comfortable with the car and track and everything, the goal is to get as close to each other as possible without hitting and giving the person enough room on the inside and outside on the exits and stuff. One tactic you can do too, like if I'm defending this corner against Bundacious, is I can push him out wide and make him, standing outside more. Same thing here.
This is a good one right here.
I can run him wide, out here. Try to give him enough room, car width, but keep him as wide as possible. And then he can do the same thing to me right here. Keep me wide, way out here. Now back and forth. We'll do back and forth twice. Left, right, and then single file leapfrog. So Severus, I told you this is one we did in at our racing school too, in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Two wide and 3 wide, yeah. You did the 3 wide with us before. That's fun. We can do that too.
Yeah, we got enough to do two rows of 3 wide.
Well, the 3 wide is really good because the middle car dictates the pace, and the other two have to, either brake later or earlier depending on whether they're the inside or outside.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah, dang, that just got stuck out there. That one just kept going.
Wait, well, man. Switch back.
And now I'm gonna try to pick it up, Severus. So
Alright.
we'll try to go as fast as we can. This would be more like a race start, and you have everybody still trying to pick it together. And how careful you have to be, guys in front, guys behind.
That's one thing I've noticed so far in the Michelin Pilot stuff we've done. And the first lap with TCR for sure, it seems like there's a few guys in the middle of the pack that always just, they get dumped to the grass in the first couple of corners when it's 3-4 wide.
Well, when I did Lobby B, I was doing a 30-second interval where TCR took off. I let TCR have a 30-second lead, and then had GS follow.
I'm just saying, like, the guy's just mid-packer they don't want to lose ground to the guys behind them, and they want to keep the guys in front of them, so they try to push. I think sometimes they just, like the mid-pack guys just are pushing too hard, push each other and themselves off a lot. I watched Ghost do it. I've watched. Switch over. Yeah. And I was one row in front of you, and I see indicators just disappear. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this game, if you get a little bit into the grass, and sometimes this goes by.
BAR, yeah, the grass goes forever in BAR.
Mm-hmm. We watched, I don't know who was in, I don't think anybody in this group was in A lobby qualifying, but I was next with somebody, and we just watched like Hybrid go through the S's, and his McLaren just hooked the grass and did like 9 barrel rolls and was gone. That's why he started so far back in the race, because he only had like 3 laps of actual qualifying. Spent most of his time pitting and limping around.
Oh, sorry, I cut that too fine. Okay, start leapfrogging. So, Blendation, so I'm going to take you at turn 1. You can take me on turn 2.
Dip inside here.
I'm just going to maintain my normal line. Stay out here.
Way too much for that.
Yeah, so if I need to follow the throttle, make sure you can get up here.
I'm not gonna worry about passing in this corner, because no one ever passes in this corner here.
I have seen it.
that's bold right there. You got some
is.
balls you want to pass in. Was that turn 6?
So yeah, if you want, we can do the 3-wide drill next.
We could try it. On this track, Cole says.
No, yeah, the 3-wide drill, we start off at 80 miles an hour max. So if you find yourself going above that, you're going too fast. And then as we progress up, you can add a little bit of speed as we get more comfortable, and that's that you get. Because what's going to happen is we're going to actually rotate from left to right. So let's say if I start on the left, Severi starts in the middle, and Wildman's on the right. Right. So the first group of 3 go. The middle driver, which would be Severius, dictates the pace. So what our job is, as the inside guy and the outside guy, through the whole lap, is to just match that and match the braking, all that stuff. And then when we cross after lap 1. Severius then will move to the left. I'll move all the way around to the right, and now Wildman would be in the center.
Wildman would be in the middle. Okay.
Yep. Let me see that replay.
Yeah, make sure you're saving the replays. Oh
Right.
yeah.
Well, you could do a lot of practice. Just turn it at labs. They're so easy. Well, they're so easy too. They're so slow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, the Forza AI is not very intelligent, and they aren't very fast. So it'd be better if they were better. Yeah. Well, they have enough data. They have enough data to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you set Project Cars 2, like for example, if you set theirs to like a little, I think it's 85, they're aliens. They're fucking ridiculous, and they can tune their own cars for the track, and they can do all kinds of stuff. So they become like super fast, and they're actually really difficult to race against.
Cause what?
There's Moose. Dude, it's like 17 bucks. I don't know. It might change everything because they're now owned by Codemasters. They might turn it into Grid. Yeah.
Oh, was that Project Cars you're talking about?
Arcady, yeah.
I didn't realize Project Cars was bought up with them.
Yankee's
Yeah.
been driving it with the controller too. He got good controller settings with somebody, and he's been driving it with controller. He loves it. He loves it.
So.
It was definitely that game was made for the wheel. So on the wheel, it's really good. Oh, good. We got 8 now. Well, we got
How
the
you want to do it now,
Logitech.
Speedy? I got 8.
We got the Logitech affiliation, ORC does, but they're not offering any discounts right now. So that's the downside. Is we haven't been willing to offer it because you could get on eBay. Like you can get a Logitech wheel brand new on eBay for $230. They're still advertising them through the Logitech website for $400. So why would we have you guys go there and buy that? You know. Where's Grimp? Grimp, get in the party, jackhole. Moochie there. I saw you pop on. You're slow.
You're slow.
We're doing 3 wide drills next at Laguna Seca.
I guess the 2 at the back, we just do the 2x2.
Yeah.
Do a 2.
So when we get
3x, not 2x.
when we get Grimp in here and when he downloads the tune. So we're using Severitas tune, Moose, if you want to download that. Let me see. Yep, perfect. No, you got it. Just waiting for Grimp. Download Severitas tune.
Yeah, just grab mine.
School.
Yeah. School. Nope.
Wait, that's not spelled right?
That's the quick spelling of school.
That's a strange place called Shul. Okay, so Grimp, so what we're doing is we're doing yeah, Megamind. We're doing 3 wide drills for the first group, so we'll just line up and do obviously 1 left, 1 center, 1 right. What we do is we do 1 lap, so there'll be 2 groups of 3, and the last 2 people will just be in 2s, and just swapping places back and forth to drive next to each other the whole lap. So initially, what we're going to do is we're going to try to keep it around 80 miles an hour to start, so people get used to it. But a good example is that the middle person in those 3 wide, if you find yourself in the 3 wide group, you're the middle person, you dictate the pace. Grip, I think you did this with us last time at Mojilla, right? You did not? Okay.
He's like,
Never mind
negative.
No bells.
You must be thinking of somebody else.
All right. Well, we did it last time with Jello. This is a little bit tighter track, but so the middle guy will dictate the pace. So if I'm in the middle, I dictate the pace. Try to keep around 80 mile an hour or less on the corners. Make sure you get enough room on the inside and outside of the corners so the guys have room to race with you while keeping it tight. And then when we cross start finish, I would then move to the left, and let's say Severus was on the left, he would move all the way over to the right, and let's say Bondacious was on the right, he would move to the center. So each guy gets a chance to be in the center, be on the left, and be on the right. So except for the back two drivers, if you find yourself in the back two, then you guys will just go back and forth.
Switch back
and forth, yeah. And we're recording it. So. Oh, we're after
when
start finish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
for the whole lap. And then lap 2, you'll move.
So we're just working. This does a lot of different things. Obviously, driver awareness is paramount in this. Figuring out your brake points and adjusting. We're going to be going slow, so it's not going to be an issue. So maybe what we can do is we can do this twice, and the second time we can try to go as fast as we can, or let's say up to 100 or 120 or something like that. All right, so it looks like it's me in the back with who's that next to me? Me and Cole. All right, Cole's getting me. We're back here.
Alright, I guess I'll go middle.
Okay, so Severity dictated the pace, and I didn't see who was in front of you in the first.
I don't know who's middle the first one. Ooh, that's a tight one.
Mm-hmm. Wait till you get to turn 6.
Oh god, I forgot about turn 6. Holy crap.
And the corkscrew, of course.
Yeah, the corkscrew.
I feel like the corkscrew you might be able to keep it 3 wide.
Yeah.
The goal is
You're all
obviously
like
to be as close as you can without giving enough room, or with giving enough room, but not a ton of room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trigger's like, nope.
So, yeah, triggers. So you would have to mount that curve like all the way, like a dowel.
Well,
That's what I said. I own dogs. Little ping pong. So the last lap, Cole and I will try to pass all of you. How about that?
That's fair.
You guys try to stay 3 wide, and we're going to try to pass you all.
Alright, so...
Hey, rotate over, yep.
Grandpa. Go ahead, Trigger, jump over to the right.
Yeah, usually the left guy, the smoothest way is the left guy just drops back, and everybody just rotates over, and just have one guy effectively move them both.
Yeah, one guy. As fast as you want to go, Grandpa. We're on you.
I definitely on it.
Love it?
Oh, look at it.
Not yet.
I know.
It was
Like,
540 when
he's
you
on top.
Right on rice.
That's
So what race view is everybody using right now? Just curious.
I'm far chase.
it.
Is that the? Are you guys using the race view that you normally race in? I guess is the major question.
Yep.
What?
Really, you guys all use chase cam?
Yeah, I almost always use chase cam. There's very few times that I jump in cockpit.
If the car has.
You're fine.
can't use yours. Or if the controller.
Oh,
I think it's just
Alright, cool.
weird in on controller the driving cockpit for me. It just doesn't feel right.
well, maybe reference points are more relevant in cockpit or in hood cam. Right.
Yep. That's
Makes
some
sense.
place like
You're
that.
turning, you're braking, everything is more precise. Because you never, when do you ever drive in the trunk of the car? Or above the trunk of the car? I think how weird it would be if you set up a car like with big, long, tall seat, like a lifeguard tower, behind your car in real life to see how it would look.
I've got that meme somewhere with the F1 car and the big long like seat hanging off the back of the wing.
Yeah,
Dig it up.
I think you put it on there before.
It's on the Discord somewhere. Yeah, I just don't know where it flooded into.
Kind of pictures too. So it looks like you guys are getting faster and smoother already. I can see it from the group up ahead. It's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, it's easier being one of the edge cars, but being the middle car, you gotta be kind of smooth. Ooh. Oh, you're good.
So, well, here's the key trigger. So if you're going to left-hand corner, you're going to focus on command. If you're going to right-hand corner, you're going to focus on Siberius. So that'll help you with making the corners. And then Siberius on the left-hand corner, obviously, more closely bound to you, because you're in the middle.
Like we're up almost a full second this lap from the last, or whatever the fastest one we ran, so we're definitely moving faster. Oh man,
Yeah, you
guys
guys
are
are up
flying.
there. Alright, so yeah, now, so once we get that, so Siberius will move over to the middle. And then maybe try to pick it up.
I really
go
don't like
faster.
this. But I have to ask if I can out there.
Who'd you say, Cole? You want to go where?
In the middle.
You want to come in the middle?
Yeah. One lap.
Go for it. Go for it.
Come back here, Siberius.
I'll let you jump in. Go ahead,
Okay,
Trigger.
on
You
Cole.
stay on the left of Cole.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna swap Cole out for me. 'Cause he's bored back here in the 2x2s.
I just really need to.
Yeah,
The extra
you set the
experience
pace,
on it.
Cole. So on this one, look at Trigger Story and match his movements. Try to get close to him, and then Grip will get close to you.
Yeah, I was watching some of the 24-hour Daytona this morning. And somewhere in the night section, a prototype had to pass like 4 of the GT cars at once that were all 2x2, and he had to make a high, like I think it was coming out of the second horseshoe back, or turn was that 5 or 6 back onto the oval. He had just came out of that, and he had to make a real fast move up to the top to get around all 4 of those cars. It's like, yeah, this right here would be a good way to practice being that outside car.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, these drills work a little bit better with a more wide open track. And
Yeah.
obviously a little bit wider, but we're at Laguna this next week, so.
Yeah, we got Laguna this week, and then it's one of the first like 2 or 3 races in the Trans Am series too, I believe. Read my schedule right. I know Road Atlanta's in Trans Am too, so that was the other track I wanted to look at.
I was like, Boy.
Oh, Moose came back here to the back. I see
Oh,
what
okay.
he did.
Let's go then, Rex. You're leading.
Alright.
Up to speed there. I'll be the rabbit.
What the heck? Something just happened.
Dude, our 3 wide right here is amazing, though.
You guys notice the car out there with
We're driving
mouth
full
on the front of
right
it?
now.
Not mine.
Coming up on trigger.
You guys just left me in the dust.
Oh!
You alright, Tobias? Scarlett, you get him a drink. I think that's what he's looking for.
That was some good. That was some good 3 wide most of the time for me and Moose Zores. And you guys know you develop trust with obviously the drivers you drive with around you, so you get their tendencies and you get to see how they react. And you know when you put a car up on the inside and dive bomb somebody, how they're going to react, right?
Alright, I got it.
Yeah. Very challenging, yeah, but lots of fun. Right. Yeah. Well, that Audi seemed to have the top end on it. I don't think because Forza doesn't really have a giraffe, but
Yeah.
really, yeah.
Yes. Alright. Really?
Groupie, you come back? Oh, okay. Cool.
I
Thanks for
hear
coming
you.
in.
Glad you could join us for that little bit. Yeah. I'll try to squeeze these in every couple of weeks. Yeah, well, next time.
Maybe we
I'll be
have
more prepared
time.
next time.
We just got at least a second more to spell it correctly.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, we might still be on. We'll see. Cool. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let me check my replays, and I'll be back in a second to make sure I have enough room for the next set.
Yeah, if you wanna do that, we'll
Do you want to do Road Atlanta, or are you going to do Laguna again?
We could do Road Atlanta, just to have one on each, since we're gonna be at both of those tracks the next 2 weeks.
Well, do you want to
wanna-
do any passing defense? You want to do some defensive?
We could, or we could do it another time if you don't. You want to just do this one? Don't matter.
Well, whatever the guys want to work on, that's if you get two drivers, you can do the lead guys obviously just focusing on defense, and then guys focus on passing, and then they switch if they get passed.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm about run out of space here.
It's so dumb that they don't have like more replay slots than like 5 or 6 or whatever.
I actually had 8 right now, so yeah.
Wow, 8. I get to. I don't know.
They only have so much server space, yeah.
Dude, they forget that they're owned by Microsoft, who can pretty much just make a server. Like,
No.
they own cloud space. Like,
Alright, hold on.
oh look, we made new cloud.
We made a new cloud. Got a silver lining.
Maybe the new Xbox they'll think about things like that.
Well, and it won't matter if you have. Right, if you have an external hard drive hooked up, which I do, I should be able to record where the hell I want. Just choose the destination.
Yeah, you should be able to save it to just your hard drive. Be able to boot it up like off your computer or something.
Yeah.
Because I remember in Forza 4, you could go on the Forza website and upload your replays and photos that you had saved to your game. They had it like uploaded to a database that would go to the website.
I think you can still do that, right?
I don't think you can do it with the newer games. I haven't tried in a long time.
Is it OneDrive? Hmm.
No, not the OneDrive, but it would upload straight to the Forza Motorsport website.
Oh yeah. You pick a big file or something like that.
Yeah. But now, yeah, you definitely can upload it to the OneDrive and then have it. That would be a big deal.
There.
So we're gonna try to do the 3x3 one more on here.
Now it says.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do 3x3, or do you guys want to do?
Or do
twos?
2x2. We could do 2s. Just do. What's that, Moose? That's fine.
That's right. That's
You
for joining.
put the whole party,
Good. Glad you can make it for a little bit.
man.
All right.
Yeah, have a good one.
I actually
Where's Yankee at?
on a lap here with somebody, and that was in the second lap they lead and cheat.
Did you catch all that, Speedy?
No, I heard it was yep. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He cut out a little bit for me too, Cole. Can you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Something about.
No, I was. Oh, find this track I can do pretty good.
Really?
Do you want to? So I think what you're trying to say is like one lap you want somebody to lead you around the track, and then you want to lead the next lap.
Either way, just wanting to make sure.
Just get the lines
Then I can
down.
practice out of it later. Yeah, I just.
I gotcha. Yay! I'm getting deciphered.
Yeah. How did you get that out of that?
I don't know. I guess I just know how Cole's mind works a little bit.
Gotcha.
That's
Cool,
probably
you tell
scary
me.
though.
I already know how it does it.
Yeah, he doesn't
So
even
what
know.
do you want? How do you guys want to do this one, Speedy?
I'm inviting a few people right now to see if they can jump in. I was just looking on the
Okay.
list to see some of the drivers we
Sounds
have
good.
in
I'll
ORC.
give you a second.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would at least be better to have 6, 9, or 8, right? Well,
Yeah, you definitely want some numbers.
I mean, really, it's up to Cole, Bodnacious, and Wildman. You know what they want to work on. If they want to continue to do some 3-wide drills and just work on the track awareness and keeping the space,
Fine.
or if they want to work on 2-wide passing, or practicing defensive driving.
I'm gonna be whatever.
Ah,
3 is pretty
we
cool.
missed.
That'd be pretty challenging.
3 is challenging.
Would be
3
really
is challenging.
Like just like on.
Bondacious, Wildman, do you guys have a say? What do you guys want to do?
Gotcha.
No. Can you easily see what time it is?
Well, we've done that. We've done 3-wide quite a bit. What was that? There's Chuckles.
Uh-oh. You birthing already?
So we can get him in here. That's better. Chuckles. Hey, you want to jump in this 2003 Ferrari 360 and grab Severus's tune? We're doing some school.
Take it back to school, yo.
Severus.
Correct spelling.
I'm not in the way.
You totally are. You just went away.
Alright, now at least got an even number here, so. Alright, so do you want me to call it? Let's do defensive driving. So if you're,
Okay.
the front driver, so if you're in position 1, obviously you're going to defend the whole lap from position 2. So your job in position 2 is to try to get past. So if you get past and you're in that odd position, you didn't do a good enough job of defending. So if you do lap 1, you're successful in your defense, then swing back into position 2, and then switch it back and forth. So work on your defensive driving and work on your passing, depending on what position you're in.
That's good.
Sounds good.
And you'll be matched up, obviously, according to how the game matches you up.
Yeah, we're not running full speed, but just running enough to try to stay ahead.
Oh, this thing bogs off the line.
Yeah, I haven't worked the kinks out.
Yeah, the driver you were paired with. And I'll slow down a little bit to get too far ahead. So let's see, I want to see some like early defensive moves, like right now. If I let off the gas, I'm right here, I'm gonna totally defend this inside line. Give him space on the outside and defend the next line. Okay, so I would have left, or went over to the left there, odd man, and kept that line. I'll do extreme defense. Oh! No!
Oh, holy
Caught the
speedy.
grass! Caught the grass! There you go. Alright, I'll just try to work through the field then.
Go ahead, Chuckles. I locked up my brakes, and then when I let off, I was sliding and almost let you finish me off like I did you at Road America. Yeah. Not too much.
Yep.
Yes. Anybody else watching Daytona 500 today?
Oh, where
No,
did
but
we
I
go?
heard about the.
Oh, that's right.
finish.
You guys all had jobs, right?
I don't.
Yep. Sounds boring. At least you get paid for driving around all day, right? Like in the car? Oh. That call for you. Speedy.
I know. I'm still figuring out where the balance is on the damn thing. I've never been a fan of rear-wheel drive or mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars.
Did not wreck.
I don't know how you didn't wreck that there.
Nice little tank slapper. And they do it in real life.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you're good. I tried to correct my line, but by then I was already too close. We did Laguna.
We can. Yeah, we can come
Yeah.
back.
I'm probably gonna hop after this. Doodle on some Rocket League or something. How have you not wrecked, Cole?
a lot
I've
of
seen you like
on dirt. whenever I was a
perpendicular
kid.
to the road.
Everything, motorcycles, 4-wheelers, cars.
Could be.
Hey, I tell you what,
Could be your forte.
Porsche 911 RS. I usually wasn't a fan until I used it, and
There you go. I liked your tune.
yep,
You're
I
welcome.
liked it. 500.
Training needs to work, but
What about women?
Yeah, I just put a a little bass tune on it, just throw the full arrow. I could definitely
But that was
adjust it a little bit.
be real slow. It won't matter. That's-
oh, excuse me.
Alright. I've had fun. I'm gonna make sure these kids are in bed. Hop off for a little bit.
Have a good night.
Yeah, dude.